I'm just going to do a quick microphone test with my camera and my little mic I bought for it, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. Now in a minute I'm going to go and sit over here on a rock, and you're not going to be able to hear me very well, so I'm going to switch this on now and you'll see straight away, well, you'll hear straight away the benefit of having a microphone. Let me just click this on to here. Right, so now hopefully you should be able to hear my voice pretty easy. I'm going to let that record. Just got to get back to this rock without falling in. Oh, right. Oh. Well, I'm going to assume you can hear me okay, and I'm purposely not going to talk too loudly. I just want to give you my location. We're next to the rocks on the beach at a place called Crwceith in North Wales. The tide's going out. It's quite windy where we are right now, and obviously you can hear the crashing of the waves. But I thought it's a really good location for two reasons for me to talk to you. One is I'm out of the way of people, so I don't feel too embarrassed. And the second thing is you get to hear the sound quality of this microphone I bought for this camera. And why I bought that camera is the story I want to talk about today. So, you're currently seeing me being filmed on a DJI Action 4. And there's people watching who have no idea what that is. It's essentially a GoPro made by a different company. And there's 3 real companies nowadays that do these type of cameras. There's GoPro itself, which is the one everybody's heard of. And I've had one of their cameras before many years ago. There's DJI, which is the camera you're viewing on me now, and then there's another brand called Insta360 who do 360 cameras, but they also do an action camera as well. And I'm going to tell you why I picked this particular camera over those other ones, but give you the reasons for it and my situation, and it might help you make a decision yourself. So let's start with what action cameras are. You know, people on mountain bikes, skydiving, you've seen all that type of footage. That's usually what action cameras are for. But for me, I'm a dad. This is pretty much as much action as it's going to get. And I just wanted a nice video camera for my summer holidays with the girls. And I used an action camera in the past, the GoPro I had before. And although I had some issues with that, I got some really nice footage out of it, and I really enjoyed it. But why didn't I buy the GoPro this time? Well, I'll tell you why. So these are the key differences for me, not for everybody. If I was really hugely concerned about the colour the absolute most, I'd buy the GoPro. I've always thought the colour coming out of those things without any editing is just fantastic. I've seen lots of comparisons between the Insta360 and the DJI, which is this one, and I've always preferred the GoPro colours. And for a lot of use cases, I'd probably still buy that over all these other cameras. So the Insta360 version of this, the reason I was on board with that for a very long time, that was going to be the camera I bought, because of one main thing, which was it had a flip out screen. And I just felt, oh, I'm going to get some really interesting angles with that. And I know from other cameras I've got, a flip out screen or a tilt screen, they're just really, really useful. So when I was starting to make the decision out of the 3 which I was going to buy, the 360 one was the one I was going to go for. DJI wasn't really on my list. And there's nothing inherently wrong with DJI. I've got lots of DJI products. I use them for work. The Pocket 3, the drones. I think they're brilliant products, but there was nothing really stand out. One thing I did know they would be was just really reliable. They always are, and I've always been impressed by how reliable things are like that. But the reason I chose it over the other 2 cameras was I watched a video comparison by a chap, I can't remember his name, but I'll put him in the description, and he was doing audio tests between the 3 cameras using a wireless mic, and he was using, I think it was the Mic Mini, but it might have been another DJI product or a Rode product. And that's when the decision to buy the DJI was made, because what DJI have got that's really good, and I use it with their other products, is they have built-in receivers for audio. And what it means is when you plug in an external microphone like this, which is essentially a Bluetooth audio mic, you get really good quality sound quality from the mics. And that was an instantaneous decision, that's the one for me. Because I don't use my action camera that often, but I do like the ability to be able to talk to it, because my day-to-day job, I know this might not look it, but my day-to-day job is actually filming people and doing interviews with people. And I thought it'd be really nice to have, even though it's an action camera, just having the ability to be able to plug in a microphone and switch it on and have really good quality audio coming to it. So that's why I bought it. So that's really as far as the story goes. There's nothing more in depth. But I'm going to switch on the, this mic has one more feature. You've heard me talking really close to the camera. What I'm going to do is switch on the noise cancellation. And I think, let's see if that makes much of a difference with all the waves coming in. I don't know if it will or not, but I'll try it. So give me a few seconds. I'm really surprised I haven't dropped this in the water yet. So this is the microphone now with the audio cancellation. Do you call it audio? Sound cancelling. It's meant to be a better version of it. So it's meant to filter out some of the background noise a little bit better. But I'm not sure it can do it with waves, because I think it's probably going to be better at filtering the background based on a constant sound. So maybe the waves crashing in and out just make it really difficult. But this is the sound quality coming from the little mini mic with audio cancellation. I really don't know what it's called. I'm going to switch it back to normal now, so give me a few more seconds. And all you have to do with that is press the on button while it's already recording, and it does it really fast. So that's it. You're also obviously getting a little bit of the dynamic range of this camera. Oh, I should say, the camera I chose is the DJI Mic 4, not the 5, which is the latest versions. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One was, this was really much cheaper than the DJI 5. And the features that were on the DJI Action 5 just weren't ones I needed. They have more dynamic range, which is, you know, the darks are brighter and the brights are a little bit darker. And it's, from what I can see, it looks better than this. But again, I quite like the look coming out of this. I felt it felt quite natural. And the other thing that the other mic, the other DJI mic, the other action camera does, the 5th version, allows you to plug in 2 microphones and connect wirelessly. So again, I think that's a really good feature, but I just didn't think there was any point I was going to be actually doing interviews with people where I would need 2 microphones. I think just for that very occasional chat to camera, this would be perfect. And finally, so they did an update when the 5th came out and these little mics came out, which made this compatible with this particular mic. And this mic, I think cost me, I want to say £45, but I think it was probably about £55 normally. I just had some credit left over DJI from buying different products with them. So that's it really. You're getting to hear it, see it, and I think it's pretty good at this kind of little chitty-chatty thing. The only thing I don't know is how small I am in frame. You have a little screen on this to look at it, but my eyesight, I can't really see it anymore. But that's me, I'm pretty much bored. I can get to you a lot easier now because the water's already flowed out about a bit. So what I'm going to do now is make my way back to the girls and see if any of them want to come rock pooling with me. So I'll catch you in a minute. Oh, well, 1 second. We're going to turn the microphone off for a split second, and then finally so now we're going just through the mic on this. So I'm going to put the mic camera back. This is an atrocious video, by the way. I wouldn't where I was sat earlier. So now I'm talking at the same level. I'd imagine it's almost impossible for me to do. But if I was to talk really loud, almost to the point I'm shouting, I wonder if you can hear me now. But I would never want to do this, so I'm going to go and get you again. And yeah, we'll catch you in a bit.